everyone, it's Cass. Welcome back to my channel, What Cass Read. Today I'm bringing you some of the books that I just didn't get to in 2018. By the time this video goes live, it's going to be officially 2019, and as I'm filming this, I feel very confident that these are just not books that I'm gonna get to in the next couple of days for whatever reason. So here we go. So I know I've talked about this book already. This is Sea Underbred Skies, written by Lynch. This is book number 2 of the Gentleman Bastard sequence. I've already put this in quite a number of videos. I kept talking about it as being a book that was a priority for me. And now I've put it in my fantasy books that I want to read in 2019 because I just know that it's not going to happen in 2018. So this book follows the events of The Lies of Locke Lamora and Jean Tannen and Locke Lamora, two of our main characters who are part of the Gentleman Bastards, have taken to the seas. This book has been described as like an Ocean's 11 casino sort of situation, but on ships, and that sounds really exciting. I just don't know why I never got to it. But I just really love these two characters. I love their banter. I love the adventure that they got into in the first one, so I just don't know what I was taking so long to get to this one. I'm also gonna come at it with fresh eyes because I was turned on to more maritime themed reads when I read The Live Ship Traders, and so I think I'm gonna give this more of a shot, more of a chance than I would have if I had never read The Live Ship Traders. Before, I used to hate books that were taking place on ships, and I hated pirate books, and that's all changed. I just didn't get to it in 2018. All right, this book, I've also brought this up in a couple of videos. This is Bloody Rose, written by Eames. I think the lesson here is that I just didn't really finish series in 2018. This book, there's a story behind why I didn't end up getting to it. I started this twice. So the first time that I read it, I was traveling for work. I was in the airport. I had been reading this. I got through like 30 pages. And then by the time I got on the plane, I just decided to sleep. I don't regret sleeping on the plane at all. And then the second time that I tried to read this, I tried reading this for the one readathon to rule them all, the all fantasy readathon. I was one of the co-hosts for the readathon. It was created by Ashley from Don't Have a Degree in Reading. And this was supposed to be one of my books with a female lead character. And I think my mistake was I decided that I wanted to give this a shot in the audiobook format. And I got through more of the book through the audiobook. But I just don't think the narrator understood the humor that Eames brings to his characters. I had to stop. Like, I was just like, I cannot with you anymore. So I stopped reading that book on audio. And I just haven't gotten around to picking this one back up. This was a book that I tried to read for the BookTube SFF Awards. This is The Collapsing Empire, written by Scalzi. This was nominated for the best sci-fi pick. And I had picked this book up in 2017, thought I would read it in 2018 for the BookTube SFF Awards, and I just didn't get around to it, and then also didn't make an effort to try and pick it up. I have mentioned this in my sci-fi books that I want to read in 2019. So this is something that I will try to get to, but it didn't happen in 2018. This is another book that kind of surprises me. This is Age of War, written by Michael J. Sullivan. This is book number 3 of the Legends of the First Empire series. I have a whole video on how to read Michael J. Sullivan because Michael J. Sullivan is one of my favorite fantasy authors. I have so many books of his, multiple different series. This was the book that was released this year. It was actually one of my most anticipated releases of 2018. Now, I think confession time, I think what was the second one? The second one was called Age of Swords, and Age of Swords got a little bit redundant, a little bit boring with one of the character perspectives, so that kind of turned me off. I tried reading this on audiobook. Again, I'm finding that there's like narrators that I don't connect with and narrators that I do. I just don't like him. He kind of puts me to sleep, so I was kind of battling my feelings of like not liking this one main character and then this really boring narrator. I'll have to do some thinking about when I want to read this book. So this is Age of War, written by Michael J. Sullivan. And then this book, this is Winter, written by Marissa Meyer. This is the 4th and final book of the Lunar Chronicles series. We have worked our way through Cinder, Scarlet, and Cress. I enjoyed all of those books. And then this book happened and I wasn't like as into it when I started reading it. And I just kept putting it down and I never wanted to finish it. And so I just never finished it. I'm having some conflicted thoughts about what I would like to do with this series. Like, am I just over it? Like, I'm trying to decide of like whether or not I care to find out what happened to all of these characters. So I don't know yet. This one's still a little bit on the fence. If you're a Lunar Chronicles person and you've read this one, please let me know what you think. Should I keep with it? Should I let it go? This one I just didn't get to because it ended up boring me. So anyways, this is Winter, written by Marissa Meyer. All right, so this was another quick video that I ended up putting together for you. I pre-filmed a bunch of videos, so I was going out of town. So the next video that you see me, I'll be back from my vacation, and I hope you all had a really great holiday. Happy New Year to everybody. I'm really thankful that you're all still here with me on my channel. Thankful for a number of new subscribers who have found my channel in the last couple of months. I'm really happy to have you all here. I have a lot of great videos coming up. You're gonna get the best, the worst books of 2018 coming up, so give me a thumbs up if you're excited for those as well. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter if you want to keep up with me on social media, so that's gonna be at @WhatCassRead. It's the same as this channel. Super easy to find for you, and then if you're more of a Goodreads person, I always have that linked down below. Otherwise, you know how these videos end. I'll talk to you later. Bye.